Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to a great edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I'm AJ. I am your host. Um, wow, what can I say today? Um, One of the great trades we did today wasn't even on my list. it was it was picked up from um, the great dark side. We have so many wonderful moderators in this room, but dark side has these special scanners set up through Trade Ideas. He's a big fan of Trade Ideas and for picking up volume pops and once they do come, he starts to research them. And um, today was his day. I mean, I have no words to say, but thank you, Darkside. Thank you so much. And Darkside has a wonderful webinar class that he puts together every Tuesday. I think today I got a few signups, I believe, but it's like $349. He's one of the most incredible technical traders in the world. And he sees things from a very technical analysis as he sees the market, versus mine is more instinct and more understanding how the stock works and so forth. I've traded these things for 15, 16 years. Um, but he applies his analysis to it, which is really enhances the ability to see where the stock's going to go as well before it goes. And today, the room was on it, and we were on we were on it when he was on it. So he found us. Today a stock called APDN. Hold on, let me get out of this. Yeah, let me get out of this right here. And I teach that on, he gave us the stock called, there it goes. It's actually running right now since I was talking about it. Has room. This thing should blow out through 17, but I don't want to trade it right now because I got to do the webinar. So enjoy it if you want. I started talking around it was 14, and that's already 17. So that's a 3-point pop. Anyway, he found this early at 9, I believe it was 9:46 in the morning, right around $7 a share. He saw the volume. He saw it was controlled. He liked what he saw. He presented to the room, and when it hit 7, he was calling 9. And when it hit 9, he was calling, I think, 11 or 12. When it hit 12, he was calling 14. When it hit 14, he was calling. And I had this on screen, and it took a red day, made it a green day. I mean, this was a phenomenal trading day to be involved in that. And not everyone can trade it, but I think what I must emphasize that if you're in here, we will encourage you to paper trade it since if you're new, but we will teach you how to trade it. That's one thing I really want to emphasize. We don't want you to be afraid of it. We want you to understand it. We want you front and center, and we want you to learn, and we will trade it live in front of you. You will hear our entries, our exits, what we're doing, our P&L, everything we're doing. We don't really tell you our size because, your size might be different from our size. I mean, my size might be different from your size. I'm not in here to hit a home run. I'm here to make my money, but I understand the trade itself. And we've had a few of them, CNST, NXTC, and now APDN. I mean, what can you say? It was a great, great, great find. And the news is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what the news is. It needed a gap to fill. It had a short squeeze. It was very controlled. Market makers were in control of it today. And a lot of chat rooms will not play this kind of stuff, and that's okay. Come into our room. We will show you how to do it. Okay. Anyway, great call. We will put a chart out. Next great call today was TWLO from the great uh, um, Adam News. He called out $99, 99.30 area. There was some negative news on TWL, and the stock dropped to 91. Great short idea. Again, Adam News always gives an amazing alerts, gives them to us early. Incredible, incredible, incredible. A couple great trades that we took today. Let's start with Rita. Rita is in a great trade today. We figured in pre-market it would pop. I had this to go into 225 in pre-market. It ended up going up to $221. Then I wanted to sell off. I had secret sauce. I went over in detail why this would come down at least 10 points or more. And the stock is now 185 share and heading down to 180. I do believe this will continue to decline 175 and 170 over time. So Rita was a great call. Short, we called that one. Another great call today was Crisp. This kind of an upgrade this morning. And I wanted a gap fill down to $51 a share and then rip it to 56, 55, 56. The stock pulled right at the open to $51.26. Bottom curl, hit $56 a share. Great trade with 250 shares. 5 points, made over what, 11, $1,200 on that trade. All you had to do was execute the trade. And it was right here in writing. So I also want to share with you AMRN. I'll show you that stock right now. Crisp, 55 plus. And all you had to do is wait for the pull under at 51. There it is. I want to show you AMRN. Now, AMRN was really, a lot of people traded that this morning. Um, and I want you to, I don't normally do these and tell you, I'm trying to write this thing down. I'm sorry. What was the stock I just talked about? Crisp. Okay. All right. So I want you to look at this. This is AMRN. Now, AMRN, I had it very specific. Okay, this morning. Their news, I'm not impressed. But I wanted to snap at 19 at the open. If I had a 19 snap, I would get and then a small pop and then I would get a nice fade down to 17. However, I told traders if it doesn't snap and a buyer comes in and we get through 20 long the stock, you'll get a point to point and a half. Now the stock hit so far 2084. Right here within 30 minutes of the opening bell, I told traders there's no short in AMRN. At that moment, it was done. And why? I'm telling you right now, this is an offering. I even told the traders the stock will grind between 20 and 21 the rest of the day. I already said it within 25 minutes of the opening bell. This is no longer a short. There's no short idea. If you want to long it, you're going to get a few cents. This is an offering. At this time, we were doing 27 million shares. I think they end up with about 40, 45. I do think they'll do their offering after the close or within 24 to 48 hours. They'll probably price it at 18 or 19 a share and probably do about 7 to 9 million shares. And we kind of spotted this real quick, real fast. So that really was a great trade. The next one that we did was a stock called, I'll give you a little one here, DPLO. This one is heading back towards the 350 to 4. We have it long around 250. It's a small cap stock, but they had horrific guidance, and so we just kind of called for a pull to 250 at the open and then go long it with size. Stock was almost 300, 320, and we have, I think it's going to probably get around 380 to 4 and top off on that one. UGI, this was a great call this morning that we did. This one had really bad guidance that presented itself. And once I looked at that, I knew the stock would sell off to 41 to 40. So I called for a short pull at the open off the 42, 43 area. I said it would pull back and slam to 40 to 41, just so you can see. If you're in our room right now and you wanted to go APDN, look at it now. It's going to take out high today and head towards 20 a share. See, why would you be afraid if you have a professional day trader telling you what to do? You see this? You can see this is making its move. I mean, it's whatever. It's too fun. Anyway, so UGI turned out to be a really nice trade for us in the room. We called for a 41 pull to 40. The stock pulled right at the open within 17 minutes. It hit $40.64. Not bad from almost 43, $44 a share. Next stock that we did today was a stock called Rock. Rock was Rockwell International. We wanted a quick pop in the open. I figured it would squeeze. So I wanted traders to break to 205. Then we could probably get a room to 208 to 210, scale in short, and then write it down. I have Rock going all the way down to right here, a 190 a share. So that's what I'm looking for. I told traders if it pops it open to 205, watch for a quick push, and then I'm looking for that 10 to 15 point sell off. So 10 points off of 205 is 195. 15 points is 190. So you could see my sense was I was coming up with 190, 195. All I want to do is pop it at the open and then scale in. You want to see what the stock is doing right now? Yeah, it's already 195, almost there. You see it? It's heading down to 190. Again, this is knowing the move before the move. I mean, this is a 10, 15-point trade, 3 to 5 out of the gate. I mean, look at Rita. I mean, look at this one today. I mean, this is a 15, 20-point trade. APDN, this was a 10, 11-point trade and heading towards 19 now. I mean, Crisp, this was a 6.5 point trade, 6. I mean, what we had, I'll give you one more. Go. Look at Go. Go, we figured shorts would come in and squeeze it to $34 a share at the open and then fade all the way to 31.75 was the call. Its stock hit 34, came all the way down to $31.89. Right there on Go. So we had a wonderful day today, traders. I can't stress it enough. It was so much fun. Great recap. I did about a 45-minute secret sauce for everyone in the chat room. I am green today. I'm proud of so many traders. And remember one thing today, okay? You're going to get a lot of these low floater mania stuff, okay? This is the room to be in it. And if you never traded it and you're scared, I'm going to help you break your fear. I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to force you to trade it, but I want you to practice it. I want you to understand it. Because once you do and you participate in something like this, you will have so much fun. This will be added to repertoire of day trading. And I can't thank Darkside enough for finding that this morning off his scanners. It was an amazing play. So thank you so much. All right, so I will see you tomorrow. All right, you want to be a member? Click here, and who knows what we'll find for you tomorrow. Meanwhile, you could take Rita down to 180 a share into close. And I walked in the chat room when the stock was sitting at 198 to 200, and I said the stock was going to probably sell off at 10 points. And it's already sold off 13 points from that alert by just walking in the chat room. Fortunately, I don't believe TD had shares, so oh well for that. Anyway, great day today. Awesome. And one last thing. Remember, one thing I always teach, Tyson Foods. Tyson is stock that gets bought up on weakness. I keep stressing it enough. Look at today. Just got bought up. Whenever Tyson misses on earnings, they get bought up. You cannot short Tyson even if they miss. I keep stressing that. It was on my list this morning, but it fully gap filled before I could even get going. I mean, look at that. I mean, in pre-market, it was already up at 82, and I'm like, now forget it. Anyway, great call to 88, whoever took it. And you can see this is gearing up, APDN. This is going to make a smash to, what, 18.50, almost $20. It's just going to run. But I did my thing. I did good on it. Made over $1,971 on that trade. I don't need to trade it no more. I did my duty. But look at that flag. Okay. Enjoy yourself. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.